Hello everyone, this is Saturday, April the 8th, 2023. The time is 12 noon and it is a temperature of only, it says 1 degree on my phone, but sun is out, it's not too bad. So it might be a little warmer than that. Depends on where you're standing, if you're in the wind or not. Anyways, I'm up here in Main Street area and going towards Fairview area and that kind of stuff. Right by the giant tiger on the corner of, it's Andrew Street and I think this is Bayers Road. I'm not 100% sure. I will find out here in a second when I come to the first sign on the street. We'll see what the street is for sure. Because I might tell you it's Bayers Road, it might not be. Okay, so here we are. We're starting our walk anyways, and I'm going up the hill. We'll see what direction we're going to take when we get up here. I wanted to cover this area for a while. Oh, it's Dutch Village Road, sorry. Yeah, I should have known that. All right, so we're on Dutch Village Road. Walking up the hill here, there's the SO over there. Well, this is Saturday today. It was Good Friday yesterday, and tomorrow is Easter Sunday. Today is Saturday, everything's open. Busy around the city today. It was a holiday yesterday, so many people had Friday off, most people did. Oh, I see a new construction job going up right here on the corner. Look at this. I don't know if the plaza's still here on the other side or if they've shut that down as well. We'll see. Okay, we'll just walk down. Dutch Village Road comes up here, from here, and goes down that way. Okay, so we're just going to walk on down here and have a look. We'll go down the street first and just show you what's here. I think I've been on it maybe once before, but it's been a while ago. It looks like the plaza might be spared on the other side of this construction job here. So, man, they're really putting up the apartment buildings and condos here. Well, there's another Freeman's restaurant here. I didn't realize was there. Yeah, this is a Little New York Freeman's dining terrace, restaurant, lounge, all kind of things like that. So yeah, might be a nice restaurant. Let's walk down this way and then we'll come back up the hill and then we'll continue on up when we come back. I'm on a little street called Deal Street. D-E-A-L, Deal Street. Well, what a great day for a walk around the neighborhood. Hey, you're gonna love watching this video if you live in this neighborhood for sure, because it's not often, I don't imagine, that somebody walked down here doing a video. So you'll kind of smile when you see this video if you live down here. This area right here is really growing because a lot of new apartment buildings going up here in this area. The population is going to go up here considerably over the next year or two. Something's bouncing around in my backpack. I can hear it tick, 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 tick. But I don't think I'll stop and take it out. Whatever it is, maybe if I just shake it. No, it's still doing it. No, I can't get it. I have to take my backpack off and search through there and see what's rattling, but I guess I won't bother. We can just put up with a little. It's a subtle noise. You probably won't even hear it on the video anyway. I can hear it. Sounds like every step I take, I hear a little click coming from my backpack. Oh, somebody got a nice little crunch right there. Not good. So we just came around the block. We're coming back up towards the Esso here. And then we will walk on up the hill. I want to have a look at that construction job they're doing up there and see if the plaza has been inconvenienced in any way. And I'll pass it on to anybody who might be watching this video. If the plaza's still good the way it was, or if it's all boarded up because of the construction. We'll have a look. Well, that was a nice little walk around Deal Street. Now, we're back out on Dutch Village Road again. Okay, where I begun this video was down that way. But we'll continue on back up around this way again. There's the Esso over there. They got a Tim Hortons inside. I remember they were just building the stuff here a couple of years ago. Now it's all up and running and people moved in. Okay, we're going to continue right on over this time and have a look at the new building that's going up here. There's not much to see yet, I don't think. They're just in the initial stages of it. So we're going to go across the street from here as soon as we can. I'll get across now, so when it turns green, I'll be over there. We might as well have a look around this corner since we're right here. And looking back down Dutch Village Road towards downtown. And this way goes towards Fairview and Fairview's up this way. This might almost be considered Fairview here, I'm not sure. Maybe. So we'll take a look inside here, see what this looks like as soon as we can see. Little electric bike going there. It looks like it's a bit overloaded, but yep. A lot of changes here. A lot of changes. I think that barber shop was over in that other building, and they relocated over here into a nice modern looking building right there. If I'm not mistaken, the barber shop was over there. Look at that. That looks really nice. All right. Oops. The boss is going to get ready to go. Okay, here's the plaza right here. Yeah, it's unaffected by that construction. So that's good. I'll just walk down here. The construction ends on this side of the street. And over here's the plaza. I wasn't sure if that was going to have an impact on the plaza, but no, it doesn't. Okay. But there you go. You got a barber shop in here. Let's see, a burger place. Mary Brown's Chicken and Subway. All nice places to go. I got a glass on glass, whatever that is. Okay, and then you got a Middle Eastern type corner store right there. There's a high Middle Eastern population in this area right here. Well, I don't know if you know that or not. Let's just go down over the hill here. I don't know if you're aware of that, but there's a high Middle Eastern population here. And it's kind of like in pockets everywhere you go. You got different nationalities depending on what part of the city you're in. Halifax is a city that's growing a lot because of immigrants, because many businesses have sprung up that cater to these different foods that people have in these different countries and things. Now, yeah, it's very good. Very good to have a multicultural city such as this. A little bit of garbage laying around right here. Kind of bad. Okay, now when I get up here, I got a choice if I'm going up Main Street or if I'm going up the other street. So I got a little bit of a choice here, whichever I want to do. I'm not sure if we're going to go Main Street, if we're going to go, Main is up to the left right here at the light, or if I want to go up straight up. We'll have a look, we'll see. Asian store, House of Halal, and a pizzeria right there on that corner. Well, let's go across the street. I think we'll just continue right on up. Might be a good choice. The street I'm on right now is called Titus Street. How do I know? There's the sign right there. Titus Street up this way. And we'll see what's up here. Little breeze blowing, but I don't think it'll bother the sound all that much. I had to plug my battery into my phone, so I can't use my external microphone because I plug in the same hole, so I'm not able to do both at the same time. So that's what it is. Here's what it is. I need my battery worse than I need my microphone. I'm finding out I can get by without my microphone, but I can't get by without putting the battery in. This phone is old, and looks like I'm going to have to replace it a little sooner than I thought. Let's just walk through here for something to do. Okay, you want to do that? My protective glass got all broken on my phone, and my wife just got around to order me one on Amazon, a glass. It's supposed to be here this week. And wouldn't you know it, when I was hooking up my phone today, I dropped it on the road, and I put a crack in my glass on my phone. I'm not going to change that glass because maybe the protector glass over the top of it will hold it in place until I can get another phone, because this phone is soon going to be ready to get replaced. And I'm not going to turn around and put a glass in this one now. But it renders the phone useless on a trade-in if my glass is broke. So it was doing really good with it, but we pushed it just a little too long without the protective glass, and I dropped it on the ground, on the pavement, and that was it. The glass is broke now. So I'm going to see if I can get a new phone before long. But the protective shield might keep it from splitting and getting any worse, and I can make do with it until I can. This one will soon be paid off. I don't owe that much on it. There's the Centennial Arena right there. I don't know what this little park is, if it's got a name or not. I didn't see any name on it. But it's a little park right here in this neighborhood. Apartments all around it everywhere. And there's a Centennial Arena right here. Oh, good. When I walk back, I'm supposed to meet up with my wife at Young and Roby. When I go back, I'll take this route. It looks like it might be quicker, but I'm not going back just yet. Yeah, I think that'll be a shortcut back if I go this way. The arena, probably a hockey rink, I imagine. And here's another little area with kind of like a park a bit. I'm not even sure what street I'm on now. We'll see when we get down to the end there what this is. Oh, they have a lot of buildings like this up here in this area. You drive in around a driveway, and then the apartment buildings are down there. Yeah, I know where I am now. I was down here one night here. My wife was getting her taxes done at a building down here. It might even been that one, I'm not sure. Well, this is called Granbury Place, 45 Vimy Avenue. And we are coming out on, this is where Titus ends and Lacewood begins. Titus and Lacewood begins. All right, let's go down through here. Because I gotta be mindful of my time. If I walk all the way up Lacewood, it's gonna take me too long to get back. So we'll go this way. This is a big apartment building right here. Off of the corner of Titus and Lacewood. Not exactly the corner. One turns into the other one. And it is kind of a corner right here. So anyways, we're walking down through this apartment area. And I don't know if I can continue on down the road from here or not. I'm not 100% certain about that. I don't think so. I think I gotta, the water's right down there, so you can't really go far down here. So we're just gonna turn this around and we'll go back up to the street because I'm pretty sure you can't go anywhere down here. All right. I'm exploring too. Some of this stuff I've never walked in here ever. So this is my first time. We'll walk down the other way on Lacewood and it's mostly just residential up this area until you get to the plaza. We'll walk down that. Oh, I don't know. We'll find it there. We'll find out where we want to go as we're walking, okay? There's a job for somebody, full-time position. Inside, must have a driver's license. I'm not looking for any jobs now. I put my ears in driving. Look, they took the Christmas lights down off this tree and just left them laying right there. See them? Just left them laying right there in the ground. Probably got snowed under and then they forgot about them. Okay, I told you I didn't know the name of this park when I walked through it. Here it is. Titus Smith Park, 44 Fairview Avenue. This is where we walked through when we first came down here. Titus Smith Park, there it is. And every park in Halifax has the same open and close their hours. Even though there's no gate that is closed, it is off limits until the next morning. Now, whether you want to abide by that rule or not, I don't know if there's any enforcement of it. Chances are not too much. Well, I don't know that for sure. All right, now where should we go from here? This is a nice little neighborhood right here. I could explore it a bit more. Okay, we'll cross the street right here. Yeah, Fairview, we are in Fairview. I knew we were, but I hadn't actually seen the sign. We are in Fairview. Good, I like these intersections with the buttons where you can get the yellow lights flashing when you want to walk across. the street. That's a great little area here. A lot of apartment buildings, places to live up here. Somewhat sheltered from the wind. Kind of flat, not too hilly right here. Ontario car right there. A lot of people have moved back here from Ontario, including myself and our family. We moved here from Ontario almost 5 years ago. And I don't know where it's gone. Look at all the apartments in here. Everywhere you look, there's nothing but apartments in this place. Wow. Didn't realize there were so many apartments in here. This is pretty amazing. Everywhere you look, there's apartments. And I bet you they're all full too. Maybe not. There's always a chance it might not be. Here comes the e-bike down the road. Well, this is a beautiful, beautiful residential area up in here. It's absolutely wonderful. I think it's very good. I'm just trying to see how many minutes I've been here. 24. We got lots of time yet. I can see we're going to have a great time making a video in this area because there's so much to see. And such a great little neighborhood right here. So many wonderful apartment buildings and houses. And they got the business area out there on Dutch Village Road. Now let's see, I am on Birch Street. Spelled with an E, B-E-R-T-S. Birch Street. Well, I got a great day for a video. I'm so thankful for that. The sun's shining. There's not a lot of wind. A little bit, but where I am right now, there isn't any. The wind was blowing hard when I got up this morning, though. I could hear it just howling. And I thought it's going to be a bad day for a video. But no, it has changed. We got blue sky, and the wind subsided. Now that may depend on where you are. I won't say for sure there's no wind, but right here I don't feel any. So that's always good. We'll get across the street before any cars come. There we go. We're good. Now I am on Main Street again, walking up the hill, and I don't think I'm going to go all the way to the top of Main Street because it's pretty much residential, and we can get a good look at this neighborhood down here without going all the way up top of Main Street. Let's go down Birch Street. This is much quieter on this street here because not a lot of cars go through here unless you live here. You wouldn't have much cars to drive down these streets right here. So very, very quiet up here. Mostly all single homes, single family homes up here. Different feel to it right here because it's really quiet as compared to down there, another block. It's very busy. We'll walk up here to the intersection and we'll go back down. And I'll take a different direction towards home, or towards Young and Roby, where I'm going to meet up with my wife down here later. We made a plan. She wants to go shopping while I'm making a video. So we'll meet at the coffee shop. What better place to meet your honey than at a coffee shop? Right? Yep, I think so. My wife and I, we go out to Tim Hortons together quite a bit. Something we like doing. We're a Tim Hortons family. Well, my son don't care much for Tim Hortons. My wife likes it, but not probably as much as I do, but we go fairly often together. We get up in the mornings on the holidays, like this morning we were up early. Went and got a coffee and a donut at Tim Hortons. And we sat in the car for that one. Other times we're sitting in Tim Hortons for a while, which we will be today, likely when she catches up with me at Young and Roby. No doubt we'll be sitting inside Tim Hortons for a little bit. Look, you want to know where I got to walk to? Right over there. See where that... I get it in focus here. Oh, for some reason, that tall building over there, right in the center of my screen. There we go. That's where I've got to walk to. That's buildings on the corner of Young and Allman, and I'm going to Young and Roby. Whoop, let's get across here before this car gets up here. There we go. All right, he's making a turn. Here's a guy that sells pianos, but this is not where he sells them from. He's got a business on Bedford Highway. I'll give him a little plug. 1658 Bedford Highway. Dr. Piano. It's at Unit 20. At 1658 Bedford Highway. Unit 20 is Dr. Piano, specializing in Yamaha pianos. There, you're going to be all across the YouTube world. You get lots of free advertising. Now we are at Rufus or Rufus. Take your pick. R-U-F-U-S. I'm going with Rufus, but it might be Rufus. It's hard to decide. All right, we're going to go down this street. It's a main type of a street that will get us down here. The only thing is, it doesn't have a sidewalk. So I got to walk down this without a sidewalk. Which means I might be better off on the other side of the street. We'll see. It's not super busy, so I don't think I'm in too much danger here. No parking on this side. Beautiful neighborhood, really, really wonderful. I can see why people want to live here because it's really, really nice. The buildings are well kept and maintained, and it's a good blend of apartments and single residents. It's definitely not a slum, that's for sure. It's far from that. It's a beautiful little neighborhood. But the thing about Halifax is the same with any city. You kind of pick the place you live according to where you work. If you got a good steady job, a good paying job, you're not going to be moving around. You try to get located so you don't have to drive too far to get to work every day. You don't want to fight traffic across the city and back. We have to cross the harbor here on one of the bridges, and why put yourself through that if you can live close to your work, right? So that's our dilemma. As nice as it is right here, and I'd love to move over here in this neighborhood, but my wife's work is over in Burnside, and sometimes the bridges get all jammed up with traffic. There's accidents on them, and then the traffic's all backed up, and it takes you a long time to get home. So rather than suffer through that, it's better to just. I like it, really nice here. I'd rather live here than where I am. But where we are, we're on the same side of the harbor as Burnside. We're over in Dartmouth. So we pretty near got to stick to that area so my wife can get to work without too much trouble. For me, it's not a problem because I don't work anymore. I'm retired. This is a little sideline for me to keep me busy and make sure I stay walking. And it's very important to keep your body moving as you age. Keep the body moving, don't stop. And you'll be happy for it because your body likes you to keep walking. Keep the blood pumping, keep putting those steps on. And you'll feel so much better for it. If you don't move your bones, you're going to seize up. So you have to keep moving. That's the secret, is keeping yourself moving. Don't stop walking. All right, we're back on Dutch Village Road again. So we're going to walk down this side. Let's take a look at our time. It's hard to see it. It looks like I can't tell. It looks like I can't tell. That's about it. Yeah. I'm not even going to guess. But I can't see it with the sunshine on my screen. Maybe my next phone it'll be brighter when I look at the time on there. They always make improvements on stuff, so perhaps the next one will be better. Dairy Queen. We deliver through DoorDash and skip the dishes. Order today. Another little bit busy area here in Fairview. There's got a few shops and stuff and lots of apartments around here. I don't know if that church is closed down because they built a new one somewhere, but there's nothing on the sign. And it looks a little bit like that might be the case. That it is an older building. They might have closed that one in favor of something newer perhaps. And I've noticed something else too among churches in general. Fire truck coming. I'll tell you my spiel in a minute. As I was saying before the fire truck came along now, I've noticed in general church attendance is dropping off. No matter what church you belong to, where you go, what associate you're with, they're dropping off. I know there used to be, like just take any church for example. Take the Catholic Church. They had a half a dozen churches around here, maybe more than that. And a lot of them you go in there on Sunday morning and there's like a lot of empty seats. The United Church has really, really, really dropped away. I don't know what's the trouble there. But there's not very good attendance anymore. So what they're doing, after you can't maintain the building any longer because there's not enough people, they downsize. They close one down. And everybody that went to there, they go to another one. And it makes a few more in that building, and you don't have to keep the other building, they sell it, and so on like that. There's a lot of churches that are doing that. I was reading in Montreal, the big cathedrals that are empty up there. Sometimes they're selling them to theater companies because they make perfect buildings for live theater. So if you can sell one to those guys, they can reuse it. It's just a trend. I don't know why it is. I can't say. I have no thoughts on it. I don't know. It's a trend that we see happening. I'm just commenting on it. It doesn't matter what religion it is. They're all doing the same thing. Their attendance is dropping off. I don't know what it is. You really got to work hard to keep that attendance up there because one thing I noticed, like the new modern music that they got in churches, you can't tell one from another. They're all singing the same songs, same style, kind of pop, a little bit of pop sound. All young people doing it, and you can't tell one from another. All the churches pretty much appear to be the same. Now, no doubt, if you dig deep into the basic doctrines and beliefs and things, you might find some differences. But just to walk in there and see how it's going, it don't seem any different one from another. So anyway, that's my little rant about that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying what it is, calling it for what it is, an observation I've made, and it is what it is. Make of it what you want. It's my wife's birthday. It was actually yesterday, but we're celebrating it today. And later today, we're going to be going bowling in this area. It's a bowling alley just down the street here. And that's where we're going to be inviting some friends to celebrate her birthday. with us, and bowling is always fun at an adult birthday party. That building right there wasn't here. It was under construction a year ago, but it wasn't here. See, now they're still might have a little tiny bit of work to do, but they're almost there. And they are now renting for April 2023, this month right here. There's a walking trail right here, and I wouldn't be surprised that it's that trail I was on a week or two ago. It goes up this way, and it used to be an old train track. I wouldn't be at all surprised this is the trail. It looks like it down there. So, I made another discovery today. Dutch Village Road, and I think this one over here is, well, it's also Bayers Road. Dutch Village down that way, Bayers Road also up there. But this one must be Joseph Howe, I think. I think this could be Joseph Howe right here. We'll see. But I got a feeling that that walkway goes right into that walkway that we were on last week, perhaps. But I'm not going to walk down that way today just to see, but I think it probably is. Okay, I got to walk now. Let's take it. Bayers Road, down through here. And I believe that must be Joseph Howe right there. Although there's not a... Oh, there it is over there. I see it. Yeah, Joseph Howe. Okay. I'm right. What do you know? I'm right sometimes. Joseph Howe. Sometimes they shorten it up and call it Joe Howe. So, if you hear that said, that's the shortcut to Joseph Howe. Now, I have to cross the street because as of right here, there's no sidewalk on this side. And the traffic is one way down there. So I can walk either way. I don't have to not walk that way, but there's no sidewalk down there. Okay, I'm gonna go right here. I can make it. All right, now we'll take a sidewalk from this side. I hope you're enjoying this little walk we're having today. Covered some new territory. That way, maybe haven't done before. Or if we have been in parts of it, it's been a while. Talking about churches, there's the Bayers Road United Baptist Church, also the home of the Grace Korean Church. A lot of churches rent out their churches so someone else can use it as well and help with expenses. Let's go down this way. Let me see what street this is called. I got no name right here. Perhaps we'll pick it up down here. Here's a little row of apartment buildings right here, two-story. It looks like they've probably got 4 in each building, with the front door and the back door. So it's almost like if you're on the bottom level, it'd be almost like having a private house. You got a lawn in the front, the backyard. If you live in the top ones, well, you still got a lawn in the backyard, but you can't just step right out the door onto it. No doubt they're priced accordingly. The bottom level is probably more expensive than the upper level. But it's a full street. Every one on this street is the same, identical. Desmond 1, they call that building over there. Well, that's what the sign says. Oh, the shop in one end of it at least, yeah. Oh, I'm looking for my button there. There we go. It's good. Bus driver sitting there, out of service, waiting to begin his run. Must be at the end of his run. So he just sit there until the time comes to take off again. Well, this is a very unique street. We got what once was, I guess, a big factory building on the other side of the street, and houses on this side. And maybe I can figure out what this was. They got a tower up here. Make of it what you will, I don't know. It might have had something to do with the railroad, because that looked like the railroad line up there where I commented on it earlier. So maybe the track came down through here at one time or something, and that tower had something to do with the railroad. I don't know. It's possible. I'm just guessing, because that would have been a very long time ago, and not many people around today would even know about it. I'm taking a chance if I can get anywhere from down here. Or if I'm going to get boxed in here, and I'll have to turn around and go back. I'm not sure yet. We're taking a chance. We'll see where we go. Well, the cars are going that way, so I should be able to go down that way too. Well, I think this is the back end of a plaza, perhaps. Kind of thinking that. Oops. But we will see. I think that's what it is. I think it's the back end of a plaza. Let's walk up through here and we'll see. It's almost what I'm thinking it is. So up to here we go. I like to explore little places, see what's in there. Yeah, this is the Bears Road Plaza. A long time ago, there was a mall here. There was a Bears Road mall, but over the years it changed. As I remember it, back in the 70s, I believe it was a mall, and then changed to a plaza. A lot of malls do that. Malls don't succeed today very good. Halifax Shopping Centre seems to be doing all right. They always got a lot of people walking around in there. Barani Barbershop. Shaves and beard trims. A beard trim wouldn't do me much good. You wouldn't want to see the beard I would grow. I wasn't gifted in the beard area. Well, we're exploring stuff we haven't seen, that's for sure. So we're going right around this building and see. I think in the front you're going to find it's a plaza. Well, these are all shops. I'm not sure about this. If this is the Bears Road Plaza or another building. It might be. It's in the area, but could be another building similar. Oh, yeah, don't say there. Okay. See, I'm showing you a lot of stuff that I'm not from here myself, so sometimes I don't know. I'm just making a guess at what it might be, but I'm not always knowledgeable on everything I show you. Some things yes, some things no. Well, I was right about one thing. There is a train track that goes by here. It's right here. The other side of this. Bears Road Center, that's what it's called. Bears Road Center. Because there's the sign right there. Okay? Bears Road Center. And I think the train track is down in there, yes. Yep. Hope you can see that, the Bears Road. Okay, the train track is down in there. So you never know. That tower could have been something to do with the railroad. Could have been. Don't know. I'm not saying it is, but back in the days of steam engines, which I can actually remember a few steam engines, they had a water tower because they had to put water in the train to make the steam. Sounds like I'm old, doesn't it? I can remember a steam engine train, but I can. Now, I haven't got a great memory of them, but I got a memory of when I was a kid, before I started school. We used to live by the river in New Brunswick, and across the river was the train track, a CPR train track. And every afternoon, about 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, the train went up. And then maybe a couple hours later, or 2 or 3 hours later, it came back down. And I could see the smoke puffing out of the train as it took off from where it was. And you could hear poof, 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 as this puffs of steam came out of the engine. And they had to have a water tower so they could put water in the train. So that's why I thought there might be a link between that tower and the train track, which is here. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll leave that with you. Possibilities. Okay, here we are. Here's the front end of the Bears Road Shopping Center, Shopping Plaza. We got Nova Scotia Community Services in this end. And we'll just see if we can have a little look at what's here. I see there's not a whole lot I really do believe this was a mall at one time, because back in the 70s, I was down here, spent a little bit of time in Halifax, and I remember a mall here. It had a music store in there. I bought an amplifier from that music store, which I don't remember now what the name of the music store was. It might have been Bayers Road Music or something. I don't know. Can't remember. And but it was actually in a mall. There was a mall here. I'm sure it's this place. But it looks like over the years it got turned into a plaza. So whether I'm right or wrong, if there's somebody out there that can remember all this stuff, let me know if this was a mall at one time. That's how I remember it. Let me see if I can pinpoint the year. I'm going to say 1976, 77, somewhere along there, the late 70s. So let me know, am I right? Did this used to be a mall? Because I think it did. I'm pretty sure it was a mall, because it's my recollection. So let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. If it's not, it wasn't a mall, let me know. But that's how I remember it from the 70s. This was a mall. Mike will know. I know that. Roger will know. These are two guys I talked to out west on making comments on my videos. And two really nice fellas. And I know they will know. So they'll let me know for sure if this was, in fact, a mall back then. Because that's how I remember it. But, you know, over time you can, your memory can fade. Yeah, and you can be wrong. You can think you're right, but you can be wrong. Well, I'll go back out to the road and I'll make my way back. I'll make my way back down to Young and Roby, where I'm going to hang out and wait for my wife to get home. Still using my portable battery in here, man, that's the greatest thing. I was having trouble with my cord, because my cord was too heavy for that. It was pulling my phone down, but now I got a nice light cord here. And it works just great. I got the battery in my pocket, plugged into my phone, and it's great. It's working out really good. And my phone is always 100% battery. Instead of worrying about the battery going down, because that's one thing that happens when your phone starts to get old. Your battery won't hold power in the cold anymore. Get out in the cold weather, and you're lucky to get 40 minutes out of it. Whereas when it was new, I could get like an hour and a half, like at least double that 40 minutes. Yeah. But fortunately, they make these batteries for recharging devices. And that was absolutely a wonderful thing to have that. I carry my little battery with me in my backpack, and it'll charge my headphones, my phone. See, I got my headphones take a different size, but I got two cords. I have to charge my headphones. They usually hold very good. I usually don't have to charge my headphones any more than every couple of days. I usually charge at home. It's not usually an issue. I have to charge my headphones unless I forgot to do it. Then I might have to, but it don't happen very often. All right, we're back on Bayers Road, and I'm heading for Young and Roby, where I'm going to hang out at the coffee shop and meet up with my wife. I got a feeling I might have to, I don't know if I'm okay on this road, maybe. Or if I gotta go over a little bit. No, same thing. Should be all right here. Well, that's a nice walk down this area today. Another part of the city you haven't maybe spent a lot of time here, seen a lot of it. So we got to explore this area today. I might not bore you with the whole trip back to Young and Rowie because we covered part of that in my last video. So we'll walk to where I think we've traveled before. And after that, I'll sign off, okay? You know that railroad track we just looked down over and saw? I'm going to show you it right here under this bridge. Sorry about that. I was looking at something on my screen. I accidentally put my hand in front of the lens. Well, this is a nice day out here. I thought it might be kind of cool this morning, but no, it's great. Yes, fantastic day out here. The wind has subsided, it's still down, and so good. But I wore my heavier jacket this morning because the wind was blowing kind of cool, and I thought it might be cold today, but nah, I wouldn't have needed it. A lot more noise here because you're picking up the traffic here on Bayers Road. Oh, I got to tell you a little bit about the pronunciation of Bayers Road. The locals here don't say Bayers. They say Bears, like a grizzly bear, like a bear. They say Bayers Road. I didn't know that for a while. I kept hearing this Bayers Road. I'm wondering, where is this Bayers Road? And then I found out it was Bayers Road, but the local pronunciation is Bears, like a bear. So, if you want to fit in, it's Bayers Road. If you're new here, it's Bayers Road. It's spelled like Bayers, like Bayers aspirin, spelled like that, but pronounced Bears. There's always these local pronunciations of stuff that when you're new, you don't get it right. Agricola Street. When I first got here, I called it Agricola, because that's what it looked like, Agricole. That's why I thought Agricola. No, it's Agricola. So somebody corrected me one day in Tim Hortons and said that's pronounced Agricola. I said, are you sure? I don't think so. I think it's Agricola. No, it's Agricola. It's always been Agricola. So I had to change my pronunciation and go with Agricola, because that seemed to be a consensus that that's how it was pronounced. So I had it wrong. But yeah, there's things like that. You get to get the local pronunciation. I'm almost back to the Halifax Shopping Centre. And I think if I make it to there without anything shutting off, I'm going to end my video up there somewhere. And then I got to make my way up to meet up with my wife. I can't tell the time until I get off my video. So I'll probably end my video somewhere around Halifax Shopping Centre. Then I can see what time it is. My last video started down here somewhere. It finished down here. My last video, or second to last, one or the other, it ended in this area of the Halifax Shopping Centre, just past it a little bit. So I'm not going to bore you with the same old thing again. I'm going to stop it before I get quite there. And that way it'll be something new. Right? There's always something new here in Halifax. We're not a big city, but we're big enough that we can find something to make a video about 3 times a week and try to keep it fresh. All right, I'm almost up to the Halifax Shopping Centre now. So I'm going to just stop right here at this little walkway, and we'll end our video, pointing it back the other way. Okay, like this. There you go. You can see the skyline of Fairview and all the construction towers that are up, and cranes and stuff. All right, there we are. Bayers Road. Just finished our walk of Fairview and Main Street, all that, and ended up here on Bayers Road. If you enjoyed this video, push that like sign. That'd be wonderful. And if you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you become a subscriber. That would just make my day. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for joining our elite group of subscribers. There's no other way to put it. You're my elite group of people who have subscribed to my channel. Okay, and with that, I just want to say, take care, be safe, have a great day, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.